Leading in uncertain times requires leaders to reach into their toolbox and find a whole new set of tools for themselves and for their teams. Hi, I'm Connie Whitaker Dunlop. I'm here with Dr. Steve Gladys at the George Mason Enterprise Center today, and we want to share with you 6 tools that we've developed and are using with many of the leaders and teams that we currently work with. Here's a quick overview of what those tools are: problem solving, authorities, and priorities, along with scenario planning, red team, blue team, as well as polarities. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit about the problem-solving methodology that you've written about?
Sure. In one of the books I did called Leading Well, we talked about a 4 Ps. I think of it as a clock with the first P in the upper right-hand corner. The first P is problems. Determine what the problem really is. What the initial problem is never what it really turns out to be. Usually the initial problem is a symptom of the real problem. The second one is, what's the present state? Who's involved? How much is it costing us? Really assessing the problem, the present state of the problem. The third one is, what are the possibilities? And maybe lining those up and then picking what you think is the best possibility and testing that hypothesis by having a plan going forward.
That's exactly right. Another one we'd like to give you a quick overview of is the priorities. And we just used that with the team this week. We come in with teams and their leaders and we help them set priorities, because during these kind of urgent and uncertain times, we need to figure out what we're going to do, what we're going to delegate, what needs to be decided, and then what we're going to set aside or don't do for right now. So we plot these programs, projects, tasks on a 2x2 that we call the Eisenhower matrix. What's urgent and what's important, what's not urgent and what's not important. And that helps teams really kind of get down to the brass tacks and what we need to focus on today. These are the 6 tools that Steve and I recommend for leaders in uncertain times. If you'd like to learn more about these 6 tools, please go to www.conniewhitakerdunlop.com. Thanks for joining us today.